The Aramaic and Palestinian Targum, we're reading Leviticus chapter 6. And the Lord spake with Moshe, saying, When a man sinneth and falsifieth with falsehoods unto the name of the word of the Lord, or denieth to his neighbour the deposit which hath been deposited with him, whether in partnership of hands, or by rapine, or reckless dealing with his neighbour, and the Jerusalem text says, or shall be contumacous, or slanderous with his neighbour, or if he find a thing that hath been lost and denieth it, and swears falsely about any one of all these, by which a man in doing them shall become guilty, he who shall thus transgress and sin and swear shall restore what he hath robbed with robbery, or injured by injury, or the deposit that was deposited with him, or the lost thing which he hath found, or whatsoever about which he had sworn with falsehood. He shall make good in the capital, and shall add a fifth of its value thereto, and deliver it to its owner on the day that he maketh penance for his sin. And he shall bring an oblation for his trespass to the presence of the Lord, a male unblemished from his flock. According to its estimation for the trespass he shall bring unto the priest, and the priest shall atone for him before the Lord, and it shall be forgiven him concerning any one of all these which he may have done and become guilty. And the Lord spake with Moshe, saying, Instruct Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of the burnt offering, which is brought to make atonement for the thoughts or the errors of the heart. It is a burnt offering, which is made in the manner of the burnt offering at Mount Sinai, and abided upon the place of burning on the altar all the night until the morning. For the fire of the altar shall be burning in it. And the priest shall dress himself in vestments of linen, and put drawers of linen upon his flesh, and shall separate the ashes which the fire maketh in consuming the burnt offering upon the altar, and shall place them at the side of the altar. And he shall take off his vestments and put on other garments, and carry forth the ashes without the camp into a clean place. And the fire upon the altar shall burn upon it unextinguished. And the priest shall lay wood upon it from morning to morning at 4 hours of the day, and shall set in order the burnt offering upon it, and burn upon it the fat of the sanctified oblations. The fire shall be ever burning upon the altar, it shall never be extinguished. And this is the law of the mincher, which the priests, the sons of Aaron, shall offer in the presence of the Lord before the altar. And he shall separate his handful of the flour of the mincher, of the best thereof, with all the frankincense which is upon the mincher, and burn it at the altar to be received with favour, as a memorial of praise before the Lord. And that which remaineth of it shall Aaron and his sons eat. Unleavened shall they eat it in the holy place, and in the court of the tabernacle of ordinance shall they eat it. Their portion of the residue of the mincher of my oblations given to them shall not be baked with leaven. It is most sacred, as the sin offering and as the trespass offering. Every man of the sons of Aaron may eat of it. This is an everlasting statute for your generations concerning the oblations of the Lord. Every one who touches them must be sanctified. And the Lord spake with Moshe, saying, This is the oblation of Aaron and of his sons, which they are to offer before the Lord on the day that they anoint him, that he may possess the inheritance of the high priesthood. 1/10 of 3 shears of fine flour for a mincher, 1/2 in the morning, and 1/2 at evening. Thou shalt make it upon a pan, mixed with olive oil shalt thou offer it. In divided pieces shalt thou offer the mincher to be received with acceptance before the Lord. And the Jerusalem text says, Fried shalt thou offer it, broken in pieces shalt thou offer the mincher, a sweet savour of acceptableness unto the name of the Lord. And the high priest who is anointed with oil, and also when any one of his sons who are constituted priests, consecrated in his place, shall perform this, it is an everlasting statute before the Lord. The whole shall be set in order and burned. For every mincher of the priest shall be wholly set in order and consumed. It shall not be eaten. And the Lord spake with Moshe, saying, Speak with Aaron and with his sons, saying, This is the law of the sin offering, which is to be killed in the place where the burnt offering is killed. And it shall be slain as a sin offering before the Lord. It is most sacred. The priest who maketh atonement with blood may eat of it in the holy place. It shall be eaten in the court of the tabernacle of ordinance. Whosoever touches the flesh of it must be sanctified. And if any one let some of its blood fall upon a garment, be dropped, shall be washed in the holy place. And every earthen vessel in which the flesh of it is boiled shall be broken, lest that which is common be boiled in it. Or if it be boiled in a vessel of brass, it shall be scoured with the potter's earth and washed in waters. Every man of the priests may eat thereof, it is most sacred, but no sin offering whose blood is carried into the tabernacle of ordinance to make atonement in the sanctuary may be eaten. It must be burnt with fire. This is the end of the reading.